Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be all about the altcoin DIGIBYTE. Our last major YouTube video on DIGIBYTE was here on the 27th of June 2023 where it was trading at around 0.006 for DIGIBYTE. So since then we've done a really nice move to the upside of around 200%, and most recently in the Patreon we've been covering trade ideas to enter down here for a 200% update, which I will a 200% move, sorry, which I will update on in this video so people can get a good idea of what actually goes on in the Patreon, the type of stuff we post, because I do get a lot of questions, right? What's going on in the Patreon, what can we expect? So I'll try and cover a bit of that in this video, as well as the market structure and the key levels for DIGIBYTE at the minute. We're going to throw in some targets, some lower time frame and higher time frame targets as what we can be expecting here. I don't think right now is the best time to be entering on DIGIBYTE after major moves like this to the upside. 200% moves are often when I'm taking out at least 20-30% from the market. So I don't want to be saying jump in now, but I am going to be providing a bit of a wave structure update as to what we can be expecting for DIGIBYTE over the coming weeks and months. And hopefully guys, if you like the video, give it a like. Any comments, subscriptions always appreciated, but let's get straight into it. So just to add a little bit of context to what I was talking about, this was the video that we posted 9 months ago, back in June 2023. DIGIBYTE trading at around 0.006, just outlining the accumulation going on in this range, the big move incoming, comparing it to Bitcoin Cash's recent move that had happened, and how the wave structure was so similar that we were saying that DIGIBYTE was a really good entry at them key levels. So yeah, jumping back into the DIGIBYTE chart right now, it's very clear to see now we've just gone through 643 days of accumulation in DIGIBYTE before expansion in the market. It's easier to see now than it was back then, because obviously the market back here, Bitcoin was still low, market sentiment was still low, a lot of people had left the market, whereas the people who stuck around, stuck accumulating them altcoins down in these accumulation phases, are now up 200-300%. You're able to take out a bit of that initial investment and ride the rest to the upside risk-free, which is always the situation we want to be in. But let's just focus now on a little bit of wave structure. Clearly to me here, I think we're seeing an extension level come in for DIGIBYTE as to what may be a nearly completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just draw that out there so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could be it for your first wave for DIGIBYTE to the upside. Often with wicks like this on the lower time frame, they do come in and get filled, so I would expect some maybe partial filling of this wick, go up here, and then maybe on the 3 daily time frame or the daily time frame we can see some bearish divergences develop. I really do want to see that 3.272 hit, and then from that point we'll be looking for somewhat of a pullback, a basing out. It don't have to take that long, it's just wave structure what I'm drawing here. It don't have to take all of these months. It can happen quick, it can happen long, and that's something we can monitor as time goes on for DIGIBYTE. But right now I'm seeing these extension levels that we was looking for in the Patreon for that 200% move. They're coming in now, so if you're looking to take a little bit of profit, that is the zone where I'd be doing it. Some members already have taken profit up here, some members will be waiting for higher, some members will just be waiting it out and waiting for maybe the big third wave of the higher time frame to come in, because I am expecting really for DIGIBYTE this to be your first wave. We get a somewhat of a wave 2 pullback, whether it's long drawn out or it's a quick flash crash. We don't know what's going to happen. The market's always unexpected, but we'll be looking for a 3-wave pullback nevertheless before a big third wave to the upside. So for DIGIBYTE, yeah, I think that would complete the big 500% move that we was looking at from that YouTube video that we posted all them months ago. Really good move, 500%. You can't grumble at that. Even 200% from these lows here in this matter of time. People get greedy in the market and never want to take profit. And of course, people have got different plans and different strategies, and people want to invest small amounts and just wait it out. People want to invest large amounts and get that initial investment out straight away. It's all down to personal choice, but in the Patreon I post what I'm doing, my exit strategies and how I do things. So let me just show you exactly what was posted a couple of weeks ago here for DIGIBYTE on the Patreon. So this was the first post on DIGIBYTE in the Patreon back in December 2023. Pretty much at the lows there, you can see just outlining a bit of a plan for DIGIBYTE. Going on and seeing how these buy zones was hit in February. Our buy zone of 0.006, 0.008 hit. Then really looking for them moves to the upside as to what was expecting for DigiByte. We really got to that first lower time frame profit taking zone, and then the second one, and then if we jump back into the charts, we are pretty much there for that full 200% move that was outlining on the Patreon. So all the members then taking a bit of profit, 20-30% out, and waiting for them pullbacks. It don't mean that we've got to reinvest all the profits back at these levels. We could just extract some at these levels here for DigiByte, and then even these pullbacks, the fact that we've already got the profit just means that these pullbacks are more bearable. So depending on how bearable you want these pullbacks to be, maybe you'll take some more profit, maybe you'll take less because you're expecting a big Fed wave and you're not really too concerned about these pullbacks. But in terms of pullbacks like this for second waves, they can be 30-40% on altcoins like this. So whether it happens here or whether it doesn't, we know 40% pullbacks in altcoins are very, very doable. It happens all the time. If Bitcoin can go through a big long bear market of minus 70 odd percent, altcoins can do minus 30, minus 40% in the matter of weeks. So make no mistake about it, altcoins can do that, and that's why we always take them initial investments out as soon as possible. However, on the higher time frame here, just looking at clear market structure, it seems to be a range break, Wyckoff accumulation, what we was talking about, and what seems to be now pushing on. So whether that Fed wave is potentially coming in after a higher time frame pullback again to these levels, we don't know. Come and fill some of these bullish candle bodies. This is something we're just watching out for. We can use the RSI and Elliott wave to get some clues as to what we can be expecting. So you can see right now on the 3 daily time frame, we do have a little bit of bearish divergence developing here with a lower high potentially coming in. Push on a little bit, get that wick fill on the lower time frame we was talking about. Wick to wick trend line here, push up to that 22325 level, get that bearish divergence fully developed on the 3 daily time frame, and then look for a potential pullback, and that could be your 3 wave move, something like this, and then that comes into a higher time frame long lasting trend line on the RSI, something like that. This is something that I'm watching out for on DigiByte, so that could potentially be, if you get that hit to the high and pull back there, a nice 30 or 40% correction, and then you've got the choice then to use them profits, whether you want to reinvest or maybe you just want to just sit back, relax, let the market do the work, as always. That's what we're doing. I think for me, taking profits up here, them 20-30% will be the hedge for me against the market downturning. I don't necessarily want to put them profits back into DigiByte here, because then we're increasing our dollar cost average that we did all the way down here. I'm happy to take a little bit of profit up here, and then if the market reverses and then pushes on for a third wave, I'll look for some higher time frame, more profit take levels. So just zooming out, if we do get that potential pullback all the way down to that 0.013, 0.014 level, we can use the trend-based Fibonacci from the impulse low to a potential high, coming back down, and then that gives us our third wave extension potentially coming in up at the 0.06, 0.07 level, up at the 3.272 Fibonacci extensions, which from our entry levels down at 0.006 would nearly be 1,000% move. So we cannot grumble at that on DigiByte. Again, of course I'll be taking profits at key levels here and here, but I'll never be taking everything out of the market, because we know crypto can go insane when the euphoric market participants come back. We know these key levels can absolutely get obliterated to the upside, and we know all-time highs are a very real possibility. So you never really want to be selling everything in the market. That's never my strategy. A dollar cost average in at the key levels, accumulation phases, and then I'll begin to dollar cost average out at key levels, sticking to the plan no matter what narrative comes about. Maybe we'll get an Ethereum narrative, ETF narrative that pushes altcoins higher, and then everyone's saying, wow, altcoins are the next Bitcoin. And then we know them euphoric market stages of the cycle never last long, and altcoin seasons, potentially we start to see a drop in Bitcoin dominance soon. Hopefully from that 60% level all the way back down to that 40% level. We know altcoin seasons don't tend to last more than 3 to 4 months. So if we do start to see altcoins really outpacing Bitcoin, catching up and really putting in them big green candles on the monthly time frames, we know that's a sign to exit the market, but not fully exit the market. So guys, these are the lower time frame key levels of what potentially I'm expecting for DigiByte. The plan has been executed to absolute perfection for the YouTube videos 9 months ago and the Patreon members recently. So just sit back, relax, let the market do the work. This is not financial advice, but as always, if you have enjoyed the video, if you like this style of analysis, a like or a comment, a subscription to the channel, always appreciated. The more subscribers we can get, the more engagement we get on these videos, the better the quality is going to get. So cheers guys, and I'll see you next time.